quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Woods. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And he's got it at the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. He'll do it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. And number 3 is coming soon.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. On the run, it's Gentry. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for once.
And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback checking off. Going to the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And it's caught inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quick strike complete. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Caught in the backfield, it's Scarborough. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into?
Fires and picked off. Ripping through the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To the air, it's Watson. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Gets away from him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This is a 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board. Looking deep down the right side. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll try to get it in with the run. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away on third down, and I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Bearcats will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the... And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Got the quick completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. He's going to let it go. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. If they take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score, there is no end in sight for these guys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Old Dominion is going to enjoy the trip back to Norfolk after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Ballard Stadium. and suddenly it's quite the resume. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Looking for a block. It's Woods. Slips through the line. Made a defender miss. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's right on target. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Slams into the end zone for a touchdown.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking to throw, it's Watson. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Powers through the defender. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10.
First down on the offense.
It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking for room, it's Gentry. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Bearcats are flying down the field. He wants to throw. Slips away. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock it down in the backfield. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give to the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Steamrolls his way ahead. He now has 80 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Touch pass on the run. And he's almost to that 1st down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Going up top on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the pass. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. He's going to pass. Finds the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Coming after it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
A first down for the offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Smith takes the handoff. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A third down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Offense set on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Keeps it going. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Bearcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. Here we go. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Pocket starts to collapse. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He's looking for an open man on second down. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.